Today I'm going to tell you about the movie Down. Jennifer works late into the night. She doesn't turn off her laptop. She wants to text her ex-boyfriend that she will fly to New York tomorrow, but she hesitates. Finally, when the last person in the office leaves, Jennifer turns off her laptop, never having sent a single email. The girl picks up the gift she bought for Derek, her purse and phone, and walks to the elevator. The guy hurries out of the office building. He runs to the bathroom and then approaches the elevators. Guy is on the 42nd floor, and Jennifer is on the 49th floor. They hit the elevator call button almost simultaneously. The cabin picks up Jennifer first and then opens on Guy's floor. As they ride down, Guy shows Jennifer a strange drawing on one of the walls of the elevator. It depicts a little man in a box who can't get out. As the elevator descends into the basement, the cabin stops abruptly. Guy and Jennifer are perplexed. They try to call for help, but no one answers. The cell phones in the basement don't answer either. There's a long weekend ahead, and then the holiday is Valentine's Day. If they don't get off the elevator today, they'll have to sit here for days. Jennifer is nervous. She has a plane to catch. After discussing the situation, the two realize that no one will be looking for them, which means they will have to get out on their own. The guy tries to push the doors open, but nothing comes out. They take turns trying to raise the ceiling panels, but nothing works. Then Guy and Jennifer are humbled. They decide to just wait. Jennifer is thirsty, and Guy offers her his water or the wine he took home from the office. After a little bickering, Jennifer agrees to the water. She drinks it, and after a while she feels like going to the bathroom. It's been 4 hours in the elevator, and the girl continues to endure not doing it in front of a stranger. The guy offers her to go to the bathroom in a thermos, which is in the girl's bag. Jennifer resists, but gives up when Guy promises not to look and plugs his ears. To kill time, they chat about nonsense and throw into the funnel the candy Jennifer brought with her from the office. Finally realizing that life is not working out so far for them, the couple decides to uncork the wine and cheer themselves up. Jennifer and Guy have a corkscrew in their bag. They open the bottle, drink, and share their life stories. When the bottle was empty, they found a new thing to do. They took a sheet of paper and pens out of their briefcase and began to draw each other. Along the way, Guy said that he had seen Jennifer in the building several times and that he liked her. Guy is a very nice guy. He's attentive, caring, good-looking, and Jennifer likes him more and more. The guy's drawing came out pretty neat. Jennifer, on the other hand, drew her elevator companion with fangs and a bottle in his hands. She wanted to make a joke, but suddenly she was afraid that Guy would be offended. Guy was not offended, he even liked Jennifer's caricature. Jennifer, on the other hand, pulled out her phone to take a picture of Guy's drawing. She promised that if they got out of here alive, she would put it on her social media avatar. Guy suggests something interesting to discuss so as not to sit idly by. Among the topics Guy suggests is intimacy. Jennifer agrees to talk about intimacy, but she wants to make the conversation more interesting. The phone she was still holding in her hand gives her the idea. The girl turns on the camera, starts recording, and asks Guy where he has had the most unusual experience of intimacy. Guy is confused. Then Jennifer takes the initiative. She recounts her adventures in the library. She points the camera at Guy again, and he confesses that he has never had anything like this in his life. Jennifer asks him to make up a story, and Guy tells an erotic skit about a trip with a girl in a car. Both become aroused, a spark flares up. Jennifer and Guy start kissing. They undress each other and make love on the elevator floor. When they finish, Guy confesses that he is ready to fall in love with Jennifer. The girl, on the other hand, pulls away from him, becoming stiff, cold. Guy asks her about it, and Jennifer admits that she was going to fly to New York to see her ex-boyfriend. That she still loves him and wants to make up, and that she and Guy just had casual sex. Guy is upset. He is convinced that nothing is going to happen between him and Jennifer. He also decides to be frank. He tells her that their meeting was not random, that his name is not Guy, and that he works as a security guard in the building. He says he had seen Jennifer many times before and wanted to meet her, but she didn't want to. She didn't pay attention to the usual security guard. Then he decides to set up their accident in the elevator. The guy, whose real name is John, has a key on him with which he must block the elevator. Seeing him, Jennifer tries to take away the key. A fight breaks out between them. The key breaks, and Jennifer manages to knock John out for a while. But John quickly comes to his senses and hits Jennifer so hard that she loses consciousness. When Jennifer regained consciousness, John turned into a real psychopath. He was thrashing around the elevator cabin in fits of jealousy. He opened Jennifer's presents for Derek. He put on a shirt and smoked a cigar. Jennifer is scared to death, but there's nothing she can do. Since they broke the key, they'll have to sit here until someone finds them. Out of idleness, or maybe because he's tired of threatening Jennifer, John notices that the ceiling panels are not bolted down, which means they can be knocked out. So he climbs up, knocks out a panel, and is about to climb up the shaft for help. He asks to hold him against the ceiling to make the climb easier, but Jennifer says she doesn't have the strength. She promises him that she won't call the police and will definitely come back for him if John pins her to the ceiling. John agrees. However, after struggling to climb upstairs, Jennifer sends the guard away and climbs the stairs to the exit. John is furious. He constructs a rope from his clothes, throws it over the beam above and climbs out. He promises to kill Jennifer when he catches up with her, and the girl panics and crawls to the locked door. She doesn't make it out in time. John catches up with her and throws her down, but falls down himself. When Jennifer comes to, she notices the fire suppression system. She builds a fire in the lid of her thermos using scattered bags of paper. At this time, John wakes up. He has hurt his back, but can still move. Attempts to get the fire department's attention are unsuccessful. The water from the fire suppression system pours out and the fire goes out. Jennifer and John have a new confrontation. The girl manages to tie the guy's hands and feet. She wants to cut off his junk, but then she comes up with a better idea. She records herself and John on camera, forcing him to confess that he forced himself on her in the elevator so she can show the tape to the police. John confesses because he doesn't want to part with his sex organ. He also reveals that he used to have a business, and the story with the girl is true. Only that day they crashed. The girl died, and he had to serve 6 months. After prison, they wouldn't take him for anything, so he got a job as a security guard. He met Jennifer. He liked her right away. He missed the feminine affection and warmth he got from being a good job. John realized that the girl he was watching would never be with him with a mere security guard. That's why he came up with the whole elevator thing. While John was telling all this to Jennifer, a mustachioed man entered the building with his girlfriend. It was the same one John had sent home, telling him he would be on duty in his place. John said the same thing to the third guard. The partner wanted to show off for his girlfriend, to take her to the roof of the building where he works. But he couldn't find anyone at the gatehouse. John wasn't in the locker room either. Then he looked at the security camera in the elevator. There was a mess, and lying bloody John and Jennifer. John's partner contacts him on the intercom and promises to come to his aid. His girlfriend is already ensconced in the lobby on the couch and is almost asleep. The man finds the right door, opens it and throws the key inside. John throws Jennifer back against the wall with a kick. He says the key doesn't work and asks his partner to climb inside and see what's wrong. When he gets halfway inside the elevator cab, John activates the mechanism and the elevator cuts the man in half. John knocks Jennifer out. He dumps his partner's body along with his bloody clothes into the elevator shaft, takes Jennifer's body to the car and goes to the security desk. There he deletes all the security camera footage and suddenly finds his partner's girlfriend. He kills her as well and then throws her down the elevator shaft. After changing his clothes and wiping off the blood, John gets in his car and drives to a dumpster in the middle of nowhere. He pours a can of gasoline into the dumpster and then talks to Jennifer through the trunk lid. The girl doesn't answer. John opens the trunk and realizes she is dead. He relaxes and goes to the trunk to dump her purse. At that moment, he is attacked from behind by Jennifer. She hits the kidnapper with a can of gasoline, gets into her car, and drives off. At the end of the alley, the car stops. John is perplexed, but decides to take advantage of the situation. He heads for the car when he sees Jennifer pulling back. She picks up speed, ready to ram the kidnapper. The alley is narrow and John has nowhere to run. At the last moment before the collision, he jumps into a dumpster. Jennifer crashes into the dumpster, pulls away and gets out of the car to see what's wrong with John. He's wounded and can't move, lying among the garbage, drenched in gasoline. Jennifer pulls out a cigar, which John took along with his lighter. He lights it and looks at John thoughtfully for a long time. He realizes that he is about to be burned alive. Jennifer moves away from the tank and continues to take a drag on his cigar, stops and tosses the butt into the gasoline. The flames burst into flames, devouring the wreckage and John's still warm body.